Hey guys, how are you? I thought I'd come on quickly to talk about credit and the importance of credit. So, many of you have already heard my story and how I started out in the credit game, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper into the importance of credit. So, almost 2 years, almost 3 years ago, I walked away from a relationship that no longer served a positive purpose in my life. I was denied to refinance my home. I was denied for a personal loan of $2,500, and I was denied for personal credit of $500. And there was only one common denominator, and that was having less than perfect credit. So I started following a young lady named Nico Cherie, who taught me how to build my own business in credit repair, in the credit repair industry. Um, I took some classes. I started to study credit more in depth and was able to increase my credit score by about 200 points in the last 2 years. It took some time, it took patience. Credit repair is not a simple process, it is very tedious process. So sometimes some people will start out with the DIY process and start cleaning up their credit, but within the first 30 to 60 days, they quit because it's a long process. It's oftentimes confusing. And so that's where I come in, where you can hire me to assist you with doing the step by step method. One of the first things that you want to do is pull your credit report. You can go to annualcreditreport.com where you can pull your credit report for free. It is simple. So you pull all three reports. You pull your TransUnion, your Equifax, and your Experian. It's very important. It's also important to know what your credit score is. There are quite a few different credit monitoring sites, but some of the few that I recommend are MyFICO, which actually gives you your credit score that 90% of lenders use. Other sites will probably give you what is called a Vantage score. Vantage scores and FICO scores are a little different because the algorithms are different. So while your FICO score may read as something higher, and your Vantage score may read a little bit lower. Now, maybe less than 10% of lenders are using the Vantage scores, but it doesn't mean that they're not inaccurate, or that you shouldn't use them as some sort of guide, because you can very well use them as a guide to increasing your credit. So, I've told you about pulling your credit report. So, you pull all of your credit reports, and there are a couple different areas that you want to examine. You want to make sure that your personal information, your social security number, your date of birth, your address, your telephone numbers, your places of work are all read one thing. So, if you look on your credit reports and you see 5 different variations of your name, you want to correct that. If you see various date of births, you want to correct that. If you see 5 different home places where you've lived, places that you no longer live, you want to correct that. Um, Date of birth, your name, your address, your place of work. These things can mean an increase of about 1 point for each thing that is incorrect. So I would start there to get your first win, your first dispute win. Now, in order to do that, you will need to have your driver's license, a copy of your driver's license, include a copy of your driver's license, a copy of your social security card, and a utility bill or bank statement, or some sort of billing statement that shows that your address matches what is on your driver's license. You can begin to dispute the information, the personal information on your credit report. You can then also start to dispute after, I would say, 30 to 45 days. You get that all corrected. You can dispute hard inquiries. There's a difference between hard inquiry and a soft inquiry. So a hard inquiry is one that has an impact on your credit. So whenever you go somewhere to apply for credit, whenever they're asking you for your driver's license and your social security number, you will want to ask them, is this going to be a soft pull or a hard pull? If they say it's a hard pull, then that means that it's going to have an impact on your credit. If it's a soft pull, then it will have little to no impact on your credit. No impact on your credit, actually. It doesn't take away from your points, but a hard pull does. So the next thing that you'll check in order to get some things removed off of your credit report is to check your hard inquiries. There is a section for that on your credit report. And so if you see that you have never established credit with whomever is under the hard inquiry section, then you will want to dispute that. So if you've never established credit, so say if you went out and you applied for JCPenney's credit card and you were denied, but that hard inquiry is there, you can dispute it. Say if you went out and applied for a personal loan or a mortgage or refinance or something like that and you were not approved for it, so a line of credit was not established for that, you can call either the creditor that you went through to get it removed, or you can contact the credit bureaus. Okay. So that's the information that I have for you today. I hope to be able to bring back some more content and information for you on next week, at least once a week. Okay. So I'm signing out. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.